Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So it is a Thursday night. Thursday, crafty Thursday, right? Hi, Marlene. I'm good. Hello, Seal. Hello, everyone else. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Yes, it is. I hope yours is good too. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Heather. Everyone coming in. So we're gonna make a Halloween card tonight. Two actually, two Halloween cards. Um, but first, I wanted to just show you this album I made. Um, I made this. It's for independent retailers to teach in their stores, but I can show it to you. So, and I'm going to show you what I use. So we have the new Easy album kit, which I don't even think I've been on a live to talk about this since it came out. But this is the brainchild of me. I created this. I'm so excited about it. You get all the pieces to create this 8x8 album. It's amazing, I think. So this comes in white and in black. So for this project, I used one of the black. I used the Fall Forest 8x8 paper pad. I used the Fall Forest chipboard stickers, which are amazing. I actually designed all of this. So this whole situation, I created it all. So I have an extra special love for it, I think. And then I also used the Fall Leaf die set, which is one of our new die sets, and it's one of my favorites. It's a standalone set, and it cuts the leaves and embosses this detail into them. Definitely a must-have for fall crafting for sure. Okay, so I'm just doing a quick little walkthrough to show you. So this is the album. It's pretty robust, you guys. I love this whole project. So again, this is just using those supplies that I mentioned. And then you open it up, and I put a belly band here. Some leaves and stuff. This flips up. And there's some cut aparts here. There's a pocket here. There's a second pocket here. Then in this page, we have some more leaves. We have some more chipboard. These flaps open out. In there, I put some paper in there, coordinating cardstock to detail. You could, journal spot there, whatever. Then we'll flip to the next page. I put some more leaves. There's some mushrooms, a corner pocket. There is a waterfall element here. So this is the closure part that you put in. And there are 6 pieces to each waterfall. Again, I used a mix of Brutus Monroe cardstock and the pattern paper from the package. Thanks, Marlene. So then we will go to the next page. This here, it's just a border strip over top of another piece, and then I fussy cut out this little bird. Put that there. This opens up to another journaling spot if you want, or for mementos. And then there's a little corner pocket here. And then we'll flip back to this page, and this is one of the border papers. Opens up, more coordinating cardstock here. A second waterfall piece. Again, all of the waterfall elements are included in the album kit, in the package. All of that. Close that up. I put a little fox here. I love that little fox guy. And then open this up, and the wreath is here. And then it's another pocket, and there's a border paper there. And I fussy cut out from the cut aparts the owl and the pumpkins. So I thought it was a really cute idea to have those two like kind of poking out of the pocket. So that was kind of fun. And then on the very back, I put that like large flower cluster from the chipboard. So that is my easy 8x8 Easy Album project with the Fall Forest collection. So I'm really excited about this. And hopefully there will be some independent retailing stores near you that will be teaching this as a class. So I'm going to come up with a different class for this for Brutus Monroe, but I wanted to share that with you guys. So like I said, it's so simple. All you need is the Easy Album kit. There are full printed instructions on the inside of here. The Fall Forest paper pad, the chipboard, and then the leaf dies to decorate it. So that's that, you guys. That's that part. I had to share it though. I'm very proud of that. So how's everyone been though? I feel like I haven't seen you guys in quite a while. Hi, Maria. So we're gonna do some masking tonight. Well, we're gonna do two. I'm gonna do this kind of like the same card, but two different principles. Thanks, Maria. You'll see a class pop up real soon near you. But so we're gonna make kind of the same card two different ways, different colors. But we're gonna use some masking paper because we have our masking paper has been redesigned. And it's 8.5 by 11. You get 4 sheets. It's $3.99. It's a really low price. So we're going to talk about how to use that. So that's exciting. Let me pull out my pieces. So I did a make and take at the store today, and I have kind of like all the pieces that I was using. So I'm going to grab this stuff out because I'm going to kind of make that along with you tonight. But something additional that I didn't do at the make and take. So I'll also be using the Set the Scene stencil. Love this stencil. It's very useful. I'm going to be using the new Wooded Forest die. I'm going to be using also the new stamp set. This is called Beware Boulevard. It has this haunted house on it and this little guy. We've kind of called him Igor, and some really cool sentiments. So we're going to use that. And then just some different cardstocks. The coordinating die for it too. This is what we're going to make tonight. This is the first version of it. These are not colored in though. We're going to color this in. This is just my sample. Okay, so that's kind of the basis of what that's going to look like. Excuse me. Yes, Maria, did you get the Prima stuff? Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. So there's a ton of new Frank Garcia from Prima on the website as of today. It's fantastic. I don't know, you guys, if you knew me, you know how much I love Frank Garcia's scrapbooking paper collections and embellishments. I think they're so fantastic. So, well, Jerry, it's been really hot here too. I hope that this Halloween card gets you in the spirit. I certainly hope so. Okay, so the first one I'm gonna do with the masking, and the reason I'm gonna do the masking one first is because that's what I was talking about. So let's talk about it. So first things first, I'm gonna put the card, I'm doing this directly onto a card base. So the first one's gonna kind of be more of a flat card. But what we're gonna be masking is this haunted house. So let me get the haunted house in position, and we're going to stamp the haunted house right onto the card. So let me get my Raven Black. Hi, Donna. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. Welcome to the party. It's been almost like 2 weeks since I've been on a live. I was really busy, you guys. I did a trade show last week for independent retailers that are going to be carrying Brutus Monroe products in local scrapbook stores, hopefully near you. So I've been busy, and I've been having different Zoom calls and stuff with them, kind of supporting our products and different educational tools and stuff that they can use. So I haven't been able to go live. Uh-oh. Okay, let me put it back in position. I didn't put enough ink on that. Christina, I actually don't know if you can do that. I really don't. And I don't have any with me to try it. So I will have to find out. We can try it and let you know. Did you show your vintage coastal book yet? No, Jerry, but I do have the class kit with me. I'm going to show that a little later. I do have a video to post onto the product page about of what it looks like. So I'll have that up tomorrow. But yes, I have the kit with me to show everyone. Okay. So here's our haunted house. Now I'm just going to leave this stamp in the MISTI for right now, because we're going to come back to this and stamp that again later. All right, so now you see we have our haunted house, but what I want to do is some stenciling with the set the scene. So I'm going to take a piece of the masking paper. I'm just going to cut a little bit off. And then because we have a coordinating die for this, which, by the way, I absolutely love, that we have a coordinating die. I'm just going to, this side, sorry. I'm just going to cut this out with the coordinating die. Now, you could stamp it onto this white side and then fussy cut it out as well. But I think I'm just going to die cut this. Even though there'll be like a little bit of a white border, that's okay for me. Because it'll be fine. You'll see. You'll see. But we're gonna, we're just gonna use Petunia today. Okay. All right, so now I have die cut out the haunted house, and I'm gonna peel the backing of this comes off, you see. Ta-da! And then what we're gonna do, so this is like a low tack. And then we're just gonna press it over top of our stamped area. Okay, so now what has happened is I've covered this up. I've covered her right up, and Nothing can get in the way. So now I'm going to grab a couple inks. I think I'm going to do some like purple. So we'll do Crown Me. We might throw some of the Breakup Blue in there, as well as some of the Psych. We're going to try to make like a spooky sky. All right. So I should probably put a piece of paper down. What do you think? A mat or something. Oh, forget it. We'll just get it all over the table. Who cares? That's what the towel's for. So actually, I have to clean this stencil off real quick anyways, because I still have some white ink on it from earlier today. We're going to use white pigment ink as well on the other version of this, but I want to make sure it's nice and clean. But yeah. So this Set the Scene is like I think one of the coolest stencils that we have. Because you get the clouds and the grass. And it's very useful. So it's not just for, you know, blue skies and that kind of thing. You can use it for all kinds of stuff. Okay, so like I said, I have 3 colors of ink here. I have the Crown Me, I have the Breakup Blue, and I have the Psych. And these are all Simon Hurley Create. So I'm going to use the Tailored Expressions blending brushes. Totally my favorite. Best brushes out there, you guys, I think. We carry these in the store, if anyone's curious. So I'm just going to blend a little bit of that up. And since we're going to go for multiple colors, I'm going to space these ones out a little more than I normally would. And what I like to do with this stencil is kind of shift it and move it so you're not always like in the same line, if that makes sense. All right, so we'll do another little shiftaroo here. And then once I go, and I'm doing this the whole way down this card, I'm going to go all the way from top to bottom. And as you can see, I'm going like right over this mask. We're just stenciling right over top of it. No big deal. But the cool thing is our haunted house will be fully intact, untouched. It won't have any of this ink on it. And that's going to be wonderful. All right, so I got a whole lot of purple going on here. So this is step 1, where we are with the purple. So I think we're good there. So that was Crown Me. So now I'm going to go in with the Breakup Blue. So we have a little bit of blue. Let me just wipe off my stencil. And then, sorry to get a cup of my coffee. A little sip of my coffee here. All right, so now I'm going to go in kind of in the in-between with a little bit of this blue. And then you'll see that it's kind of adding like another layer. and it's lighter. So I did the darkest color first. And now we're moving in. We're going from darkest to lightest. But you can do it however you want. And just totally overlap this little spookiness. I know it might not look super spooky at the moment, but we're getting there. Oh yeah, Dawn, I stamped it directly on the card and then I die cut it out of the masking paper. Maria is absolutely correct. She got my back. All right, so that is layer 2 now with the breakup blue. So you can kind of see that like shift of blue and purple going on. And now we're gonna come in a little heavier, I think, with the Psych, which is like a yellow-green. So I'm just gonna wipe the stencil off. Wipe my table a little bit because I'm getting ink everywhere, but that's okay. That's why it's the craft table. It's Spencer asked me the other day, he was like, your table has all this stuff on it, like marks and stains from glitter and stuff. And I said, well, yeah, that's like the point. It's a creative space. All right. I'm gonna get some of that Psych in there, and then we're just gonna go for it, like right up in it. Then we're gonna do something even crazier, I think. To kind of like we're gonna give the card what I like to call a burnout around the edges. All right, so now we have all of our, I'll do a little more right down here. All of our ooky, spooky, kooky from our Set the Scene, okay? And I'm still gonna leave this masking paper on for a moment because I'm gonna come back. Oh, yeah. Jen, I encourage people to always try new color combinations. What's the worst gonna happen? Oh boy. I'm knocking stuff down over here, you guys. All right. I'm getting excited. Yeah, well, it's Halloween clouds, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna take the Crown Me first, and then I'm just gonna come around the edges, okay? A little more heavy-handed. And what I'm creating is more of like kind of a darkness around the perimeter. And what this is gonna do is kind of frame the center of the card and pull your focus to like the lighter portion, okay? All right. So again, that's the Crown Me. Right, it's only paper. You got that right. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do, so again, I'm going to have to tell you that this is the Maria Angeloni tip of the year, of the lifetime. So this ink is the regular Distress ink, not the oxide. The black soot really makes a difference on this. And it's not as black as you would think. It's black, but it's more of like a smoky black, like the name, soot. So I just took a little bit on this brush, and I'm just gonna go around the edges. The same thing you would do to like an album page. And what this black soot is now gonna do is kind of frame in that purple that we just put on the edge. So it's like you're adding another layer, and it's gonna look more dimensional. You'll see when we're all said and good here. In the corners, you can kind of crank a little more onto there, as much as you want, really. But I would build it slowly. Don't go all, you know, don't go all hog wild with it right off the bat. You can always add more. So, and mind you, after all this, our little house is still nice and tucked away, ready to play. Oh my gosh, thanks, Kathy. I was literally just going to say, you guys should go look at Kathy because she uses these inks so well, and she does a really great job with this kind of technique. So I'm glad that you're here. Yeah, so now we have that dark edge, and it's looking spooky, ooky, kooky. And that's my little black soot trick. Before I do the peel and reveal, look at it. Doesn't that look so cool and kind of like spooky? I think it looks spooky. And that's just with this one little stencil. All right, so okay, here we go. Let's peel. I'm gonna do this nice and slow. So we can be like, ooh, ah. And it is a low tack masking paper, but you still, you know, the first time you're using it, you don't want to rip it off like a Band-Aid in case, because I was blending over this, so I pressed it on pretty hard. So don't rip it off like a Band-Aid. I mean, there's always a chance that you could damage your paper. But look, you guys. Slow and steady wins the race here. Get it off without, you know, tearing it or tearing your paper. And then one thing you can always do that I've seen a lot of people do, so they'll just take their mask piece and they'll stick it to the back of the clear acetate of the stamp set, okay? So at that point, you always have it because you can reuse them. So just stick it right on the acetate and keep it with your stamps. So look, you guys. So now we have a perfect little haunted abode that we can color, okay? I love it. So I'm gonna color, I think today I'm gonna color with, I think I'll use Tombow markers. Why not, right? I'm gonna try to get these so they're not like totally covering the frame. But also so you can see them. Okay, I think we're okay there. Good. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to use like some grays and maybe some purples. I'm going to do it kind of like very monotone. And then, we'll do a little yellow inside the windows, like the eyes and stuff. But I'm just going to quickly color this in. We don't have to color all night long, you guys. Plus, I'm not that great of colorist. Colorist. Alrighty. Here's one color, and then we'll find some. Well, this green. What's this called? I don't know what it's called. It's number 133, though. I think this green will be good for these eyes. Yeah, for sure. And then we'll do, that's more of like an orange. A little yellow in this window for the light. Alright, let's find a purple. This is like a lilac. Oh no, a little more than that. Trying to tie all of our stencil colors together here. Yeah, it does. I think it does look nice and spooky. Spooky, ooky, kooky, right? Nice and, it's very, happy Halloween, I think. Okay. Maybe we need like one more color on here. Something else in this roof. Roof. Here we go. But yes, so I love Halloween, as so many of you already know that, but I could not wait to do something with this stamp set. I've been thinking about it ever since we sent it to be made into a stamp. And I was like, yay, I finally get to do something. And there's coordinating dies. So that's another thing. If you guys know me, I love coordinating dies. So look at that. Guys. Oh, I'm in love already. But we're going to take this a little further. Okay, here, let me move these markers out of the way. I'm going to move these again, but there's just so much going on here that I have to move my little friend. So I'm thinking we're going to be able to fit this through Petunia too, but I'm going to have to trim off. I have to trim my little glitter stock panel down so she fits through Petunia. All right, so this is going to be another decorative piece. And this is the Wooded Forest die. And for those who don't know, who have not seen me say Petunia, this is the little mini blossom die cutting machine from Altenew. I love it. It's perfect when you're doing, especially like stamps with coordinating dies. It's perfect because it just fits right on your desk. And it just cuts through real quickly, and you don't have to pull out the big machine every time. Which, you know, I love die cutting, so I have, you know, quite a few options in the die cutting department, but they all have their place, I think. They all do. They all have their little home on the shelf, and different cuts for different types of machines for different types of things that you're doing, right? It's like sewing, for instance. That's what I think. So in sewing, there's all different kinds of machines. There's embroidery machines, there's sergers, there's regular sewing machines, there's small sewing machines, all kind of stuff. But they all kind of do a similar thing. So with me, for die cutting, I like the options. Plus, I love to try everything. When people talk about stuff, I don't like to, like, you know, comment on products or anything unless I, like, actually have tried it or like to use it. So, but that's my little story about Miss Petunia. Okay, so this die is cut and pulled out. It's really simple. It doesn't stick, but I cut it out. There's so many options for this die, but I thought the orange glitter stock was perfect for this Halloween card. So, as you can see, there's enough space here. It's not going to interrupt our haunted house, and if it does, you could just smush it together a little more. Totally up to you. But it fits just, you know, like a glove. So I'm going to put some glue on her and glue it down flat. And then I think, oh shit, I have the sentiment part. I think I already have one of the sentiments done. So I'm just going to use the one I already made. But I'll show you the process. Die cuts, I think, add so much to your projects. And it's so easy to do. Like, it's really easy to do. I think that's why I like die cutting so much, because it's so simple. And it's impactful. So you get a lot of punch from a small little thing. Simple little thing. And then just, you know, make sure you press her down. And something easy you can do too is just flip it over. Press it that way. Just make sure you don't leave it on the other side long enough to glue. Oh, we got a little glue on here. I might have missed the space. Uh-oh. I don't want to put too much. I have a habit of putting too much glue on things. Okay. All right, got it nice and glued, pressed. Good to go. Look at that, you guys. Oh my word. Okay. So this is now step 2. So we did our stenciling and our blending, our masking, coloring, and we have a great little scene going on behind us. So what do we need next? We need a sentiment. So I do have one already done. We'll remake this on the second time around. So I just used the Eek sentiment and I stamped it on jack-o'-lantern cardstock, and it's gonna go up here, but I'm gonna pop it up with some foam square. And then the last part we have to do is just stamp out our little Igor guy and add him, okay? So I just had already had this piece done. But you know what I'm gonna do for this one? I'm just gonna take some of this black soot to kind of pull it all together and just distress up the edges of this little flag too. That'll just add a little more excitement. Okay. And we'll pop that right to the edge there. All right, so then our little guy, this guy. Actually, we'll stamp him on the next one. No. Well, I'll stamp him twice. That's what I'll do. Because we're going to need 2 of him. So. Oh. I was like, where's my Misty? I couldn't find it for a second. Found it. Alright, so I still have the haunted house on here, which is fine. So I'm just going to stamp Igor up here. And I'm going to need a second haunted house anyways. So I'll just do both. 2 birds, 1 stone. And then I'll have to stamp a second Igor. Because we're going to make this card a little different for the second time around. Where we're just going to take the die cuts and kind of feel we're going to take the stamped images on the second one and use a blending brush instead of the markers. Oh. Oh boy. Hopefully this time. All right, we're good there. And then this time I just need the Igor this time. Yeah. Yes, Maria, a little more ooky spooky. Perfect. All right, so we got enough of those. Oh, no, that's not stamp cleaner. I'm like, ooh. Oh, something else I could do to show you in a second. So the cool thing is all that ink I used is water, excuse me, water reactive. So I can put a little spritzaroo on that card if I wanted and give it like a more distressed look. I don't know if I'm gonna do it though. I kind of like it the way that it is. We'll see. But you could do that. So you could just take a little sprayer, spray it up. I'm not gonna do that right now though, maybe later. Yes, don't be a dirty stamper. Clean your stamps. Very true. Okay. So, little Igor here. We're going to give him some purple shoes. I feel like this little button can be purple too. And then I feel like he could probably just be green. All right. Maybe we'll make his little tooth yellow and his like an orangey yellow. Spooky ooky. And then his coat, we'll do like a grayish, light gray. And like I said, I'm just doing some really quick coloring. You could definitely take time and put a lot of detail on here. But there we go. That is our little Igor. I'm just gonna trim him off so he'll fit in Petunia. And I'll cut the other two apart. We'll save these for the next one. All right. So then you just have to cut him out. And I'm telling you what, these coordinating dies, you guys, they really come in handy. Okay. Easy as that. Boom, boom, boom. And there's a little piece in here, this little middle piece that cuts out too, so there's kind of like a little space. All right, and then all we're gonna do with Egorgeous. I'm going to take the distress thing again and just go around his perimeter and kind of make it a little musty and dusty and crusty. Because again, it kind of fits in with the whole ambiance of what's going on here. And then we can even do a little, just a tiny bit of a crust dust. I'm just creating a whole new language tonight, you guys. Don't mind me. Just around this white a little bit to kind of give like a smokiness around this haunted house. All right, so then my favorite things, foam squares again. Ooh. Peel a little backing off. All right, and then we're just gonna kind of put him like right here, wherever you want. And then he has that added dimension from the foam squares. And then that's it, you guys. That's the whole card. That is our masking, spooky, ooky, kooky, musty, dusty Halloween. Okay? I love it. All right, so the next thing, because I said we're going to do another way, we totally are. So I'm going to set this over here. What we're going to do is this totally the same principle, except we're going to use black paper this time, okay? I'm going to try to do this really quick so we don't, have to take the whole night on this. But we're going to use the white ink this time, okay? And I'm going to use white brush. And this time around, we are going to create a bit of a, I just need a piece of paper. So I'm going to take a little ink here. Make sure I don't have too much. We're going to make like it's going to look like a foggy mist. In this case, I'm just going to tap up onto the paper from the bottom of the stencil and pull that ink like across, okay? That white ink. And then we'll make a move. Move her down. Same thing here. Just pull the ink up from the stencil. Make another move. And we're going to do this the whole way down. In this one, it's just going to be all white ink on the black page. boop. Boop, boop. But you get the picture as what we're doing here, right, you guys? So we're just kind of creating misty clouds. And it works really well because the white ink, you can see it on the black paper, but you can still see a lot of the black through that. So it kind of gives this gray effect. Whoop. Then when you get all the way to the bottom there, okay, I'm just going to take a little bit of the ink and just come up from the bottom and kind of blend around so you still have that whole misty feel down there too. And then when you're all said and done, it looks like that. It's like a really cool spooky background. Again, same thing, different way. Yeah, it looks really cool. I'm just going to clean this ink off the table here because it'll get all over everything else. But, so like I said, remember I said I was going to do that like really quick? I'm just going to say, whoop, boop, by the magic of television, look. This is my sample from before. So it's the same thing. I did all the same steps as this card, okay? I put the orange Glitterstock tree. We did the Igor and that, and the same sentiment, except on this one, I just left the orange plain. I didn't add the distressing, okay? So these are not colored yet. We're gonna go in and do that. But like I said, I'm just gonna take a blending brush this time, okay, like this one. And we're gonna go back to some of these inks. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the purple because I want the haunted house itself to be purple. So I'm just gonna kind of go in with the purple. And you know, I'm not gonna get as much of a color differential here, but this is like a really quick way to kind of fill something in. I'm just gonna, in certain spots, tap a little extra ink so it looks weird. So that whole thing is purple, right? And then I'm gonna grab a green, which is gonna be the Later Gator, okay? So I'm gonna do a mix on this guy of the Psych and the Later Gator. So I'm gonna take the Later Gator and do like kind of around the outside a little bit, some over here. And then I'm gonna take the Psych and blend over that and make it a crazier green. So it's like a yellowy green and a dark green. All right, are you sticking with me, everyone? Getting on. Oh. Okay, we're back. Sorry. So I just took, I don't know what's the last thing you saw, but I took the Later Gator and the Psych and went all over the little guy and did the purple over here with the blending brush, okay? So it's like crazy, right? Okay. So I'm just gonna real quick kind of heat set this a little bit. And then, you guys, and then Then I'm going to take the Chroma Mist, okay, the leaf green and the lilac purple. I'm going to put my really disgusting inky towel. There's some, looks like embossing powder, glitter glaze or something there. All right, so I always like to shake these and do a little test spritz. And I'm just gonna kind of cover this up, but this is the green. So we're gonna get him with the green so he has kind of that little texture now. You feel me? Okay, and then I'm gonna cover him up. And we're gonna go over here with our purple. Actually, I need to cover this up too. I wanna cover up the little eek. So we just added some texture drops there. You there, you there, you there. All right, and then, where's me orange? Okay, and then I'm gonna take the orange up there, hit that kind of crazy. And then we're gonna come back with the heat set so we can dry this off. Okay, that's pretty dry. Then I'm gonna take one little final faboosh here with the Pearl Shimmer Mist over the whole card. Whoops, I kind of got that everywhere. And then we'll just dry that up. Okay. All right. It's such an exciting night, you guys. First of all, I love Halloween projects, so there's definitely that. And then look, so it was so easy to just take that blending brush and put those colors on the die cuts, right? And then you put some spritz over that, and it gives it more. So it looks like you did something that took like a really long time, but it totally took like no time at all. So, yeah. So super fun, right? And then this, so we did the same thing. It's basically the same card, the same stamps, the same dies, the same stencil, but two totally different ways to do it, right? Isn't that so cool? That's one of my favorite things, is to kind of make the same thing, but in a different way. So, you know, and there's so much more you could do. You could add like a little circle moon if you want, all kind of stuff. And then that was, I just used the masking paper to do that. So in masking paper, you can save it. So this piece that I die cut out, just save it. Put it back in the wrapper or however you store things. And save it for another time, a rainy day, whatever you want to do. But the only other thing, I'm just going to show you real quick my class kits, because I know there were some folks asking about this. So I have some Simple Stories albums coming up. They are the flip book albums, and I love those. I love the flip books. So I have the kits to show you. I don't have the samples done. We just got this stuff in, you guys. It's like literally just fresh off the boat. Okay, so there's two. So I'm going to show you the whole thing you're going to receive here if you sign up. And the classes, it's a great bargain. They're, I think, $49.99 or something. But if you want both, you get 10% off. And it's the bundle's already built in together like that. So we'll start with the family fun. Now the Family Fun, Simple Stories Family Fun Flipbook Album Class, Friday, August 27th. On Fridays, they're 7 p.m. and they're on Zoom. So we do this live on Zoom. If you've never done one of the live on Zoom classes, you'll love it. It's fun. You can see me. I can see you. You can hear me. I can hear you. It's like one of the best times. I'm telling you what. Ever since I switched them to Zoom, it's really been exciting. All right, so let's take this out and I'll show you everything that comes in here. So, okay, we'll start with this. For the Family Fun, you get the journal bits. So it's all these little pieces. This will all be part of the book. The foam stickers, and these are thick. I love the Simple Stories foam stickers. So that's a part of the book. You get the Snap Flip book. It's red. So this is the cover, and the little clear pages are in there too. And then these are all the papers for this one. So this is the whole Family Fun collection. The Create Your Knitting event is not on Zoom, Penny, and the reason for that is Zoom only lets you have X amount of people that you can see, so it really kind of wouldn't be fair. There's more people than we would be able to see. Oh, I love these papers. So the Family Fun collection, it's all about like movie night, game night, mini golf, anything that you kind of do with your family to have fun and play games. It's very miniature golf. It's very, it's fun. I mean, for lack of a better word, really, it's fun. It's a great place to put memories of yesteryear or two. You want to see the flip book? Yeah, I'll open it, Robin. And then the sticker sheet, too. I sure will. Let me pop this back in. I have, well, I don't have this version, but I have another version of a flip book I could show you guys. It's from like a different collection from a previous class. So, okay, this comes off of here. This is just like part of the package. It slides off. Okay, so the way these flip books work, okay, is it has this like black edge, but you open it up and there's all these clear pages inside. There's full 6x8 sleeves. There are 4x6 sleeves. There are a mix 3x4 and 4x6, and then there are some all 3x4. So these open up. So you pull this open, okay, and this comes off, right? And then the back comes completely off. And then this is how you load stuff into the book. So it's expandable. And that's kind of what happens in the class. We just expand this. And then when you're all done, you have everything put back in, you put this piece back on, and there are these little metal sliders that slide on to keep it closed. And that is what the flip book looks like. Oop. But I'm just going to leave this one out because we'll have to make one anyways. Yeah. So that is the Family Fun one. And then there's another one on Friday, August 13th. Ooh, Friday the 13th. It's the Simple Vintage Coastal Collection. Okay. Oh no. Am I frozen for real? It's not showing it's frozen on my side. Way too young to say yes here. Oh, please. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go through this one kind of quickly. So this, I love this collection, the Coastal, it's so fun. So this one comes with the page pieces. It has all these little things. It's very like flamingos, vacation, destination. And then this one has the layered stickers, which are like pineapples, palm trees, seashells. Perfect. This one uses the 6x8 paper pad. So you get all these papers that we'll be using in the book. This flip book, let's open this one up to show you. So this one is not red. This is actually the Coastal flip book. So it has the design on it. Both of these are going to be so much fun. And when you get both together, like I said, you get a discount. And I don't know about you guys, but I love discounts. I love anything with a discount. Yes, destination, vacation, relaxation. So look, this has like these pretty flowers on it. The palm tree has this fun design inside, and then same thing for the back. It's really cute. So that is the Coastal one. And then these papers come with it too, because there's additional paper. There's not as many 12x12 papers in this one because it comes with a 6x8 paper pad, but there are a few. But even this, live in the sunshine, swim in the sea, drink the wild air. I love that. This is our happy place. That's perfect. Pineapples. Don't worry, beach happy. See? I love this. It's kind of like a map. And then these tropical flowers, these flamingos. This is going to be a good one. And then the sticker sheet. Has all these stickers, tickets, tags, all that good stuff. So that is the Coastal one that's on Friday the 13th. So those are the two classes that are currently available, little album classes. I'm gonna hurry up and try to grab the other one from before, so I can show you some type of example of a flip book. So this was the Simple Vintage Cottage Fields flip book. And this is the finished version of it. I'm just gonna flip through real quick before I go. So you can kind of see like an example of what one of these looks like when they're done. So like there's little things in here. This flaps open. This opens, there's more things here, 3x4 pages. It's very interactive. So this was one of my favorite ones. They're all my favorite. I just love these flip books. I never thought I would like doing them, but I do. This flips up, there's more in here. Like they're really involved. And all of this is made from that. The only thing you really have to add is white cardstock. So this isn't the one from these classes, from the two we're doing, but this is just kind of an example of a previous one. But they're all like this. They all have different interactive elements. Like this is a page that flips open. This pulls out of here, fits right back in. More of the sleeve pages, and you fill this in, and then that's the back. But like they're decent. Like look how thick it is. Yeah. They're really cute. I know, people don't think that, but they're like really, really cute. Everyone who does one loves them. So yeah, you kind of like make all your own pages. And there's full color instructions too. You get like a whole instruction packet. And the Zoom is recorded. So I'll send you a link a couple days after it's over once I upload it to YouTube. And then you can watch it at any time. So those are the classes. I wanted to show it because people ask me about those. So I like to show you what you're going to be getting yourself into. But it's a few hours long. You get, a cutting list ahead of time, and you cut all your paper ahead of time, and then we just jump right in and get started. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. So again, thank you guys for watching tonight. These are the cards we made. This is that Beware Boulevard stamp set coordinating die, and the Wooded Forest die, and the masking paper. So super fun. Two totally different kind of techniques, but the same principle. So thank you guys for watching. I will hopefully see you all soon. Maybe see you at a class, see you on another live, whatever it may be. So go out, do something crafty, do something fun. And you guys have a great weekend, okay? We'll see you next time. Good night.